What's up, everybody? Welcome to 3D Rivals, your first line of defense against stupid movies. My name is DJ, and as always, I'm joined by my co-host, my sister, Delaney.
What's up?
And my friend, Dan.
What's going on?
And this week, you guys, we are talking about Cloverfield. This movie came out in 2008?
Yep.
2008, Cloverfield. And it's a interesting part of cinema because it kind of changes things up with how it was filmed and kind of the structure of the movie. So we'll get into that and thought we'll take a look at it and discuss it. So
it's part of a trilogy, right? It's like three different movies that's supposed
technically.
It's like it is, but it isn't, because I feel like those other two movies, especially 10 Cloverfield Lane, was kind of just like, oh yeah, this is a Cloverfield movie. Mm-hmm. But I don't think it ever was originally supposed to be, and then they just kind of like we can make this a Cloverfield movie.
Yeah, especially when you watch 10 Cloverfield Lane, like, yeah, they definitely took the script from another movie, and then they were like, they threw Cloverfield at the end of the movie. It's like, it's Cloverfield.
What about the Cloverfield paradox?
I never saw that, but I heard it was bad.
I heard it was so bad I didn't even want to waste my time with it. Like, they said it was that bad.
Was it like more like Cloverfield Lane, or was it more like Cloverfield?
I don't know.
They were in space.
They were in
outer space.
Oh,
yeah.
So more like none of them, I guess.
Was it a prequel or something?
I have no idea.
Maybe we should have.
Yeah, I don't
it's
know.
Called a paradox.
I don't know what
if you use
order.
paradox, there better be a paradox in that movie, right? You can't just call something a paradox.
True. Well, I'd agree if I knew what paradox meant, but I don't.
All right. Basically,
I'll look it up later.
I guess a paradox is something that technically wouldn't be able to happen. Like, it's
A paradox.
a paradox. I don't know. Yeah, that's one of those words where it's like you know what it means, but it's
You know
hard
what
to
it means, but you
explain.
can't say it.
What it
Or I
is.
can't tell you what it means without using the word.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I hate those.
But Cloverfield, the original one, I like a few things about this movie. One, I like how unexpectedly the action starts. Now, like, obviously, watching a movie, you're expecting something to happen eventually.
Right.
But as far as in the characters' lives and stuff, like, they're just going about their thing. Mm-hmm. And then, boom, an alien hits, like, out of nowhere, right? Like, I really like that, especially with how this movie was filmed, where it's like, it's not the first movie to do this, but it's POV from the characters and shaky cam, I guess is what you call it.
Yeah, that's what I call it. I call it the shaky cam style. Like well, I ain't gonna mention that because we probably shouldn't have watched that one. But like the other, yeah, I won't mention it. But yeah, like a first person camera type deal. You're like really like inside like the person's head. You see everything from their point of view, but you also don't see what they don't see.
Yeah,
like you hear it, but there's things that you don't see. So I kind of like that. And with most movies, like alien movies, it's like nobody really knows when the alien is coming from that perspective. But since we're the movie watchers, we see it. Like we see the anticipation. But when they film it like this, we don't even see it.
Yeah,
that's why I kind of like it. It kind of like pulls you into the movie a little bit more.
Yeah,
if I'm making sense.
Yeah. Well, I think I mentioned to you guys before how it kind of reminds me of Greenland. Now, obviously, Greenland wasn't like point of view from the characters, but we followed just these particular characters, and we didn't know what was going on with anybody else. You know, like in a normal movie, like a Deep Impact or something, you see the scientists and everybody in the government talk about what's going on and stuff. Right. But here, no, you just see it from the point of view of the characters. And like you said, Dan, even more so, it's like we don't even see anything outside of their field of vision. Mm-hmm. So like it adds more of a mystery to it. Like if this was the first time watching it, you know, I wouldn't know anything that was going on, you know?
Right.
Which, I don't know. I think it draws you into the movie quicker and it keeps you in.
Yeah, I mean, I agree, because usually in an alien invasion movie, you, like you said, you have the talking scientists, and it kind of just, you're in the action, and then it pulls you away from the action.
Yeah.
And I think like this time, like the only information we got was from a news feed that they were watching while they were in the store.
Right.
And I know I think that kind of what makes the movie is because you don't have like all that other random stuff that if it was made today, the movie would be full of.
Right.
Dig it. I dig it.
Yeah.
And it's like with those like Independence Day. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? It's an alien movie. We know that, but we see the alien while the people on Earth don't see it. You know what I'm saying? That's what I feel like is the difference. That kind of lets you feel like you're not a part of it.
Yeah.
Not like you're outside of the movie, but like with this one, with this camera angle, you feel like you going along just like they are. And as abrupt as the action was, like you were saying, they was upstairs talking to dude about his relationship with the girl, like, oh, go talk to her or whatever, and like just like that abruptly, just as shocked as we was, because all we heard was noise. We didn't see anything. We heard the noise, seen the lights flicker, and then they show the city and like the blackout. Yeah. So it's like it just. I like watching movies like that more so. I mean, it's hard to do that when it's not this type of filmography. Am I saying it right? Cinematography. Is that one of them?
Cinematography?
Yeah.
Is that what I'm going?
Yeah,
Am I right?
That I avoid using now since everybody talks about it.
No, you just love that, but
because that's what I enjoy in movies.
Okay.
Cinematography.
Yes.
Okay. Cool. You know what I'm saying? Everybody likes what they like.
Yeah.
One of the good scenes building on this I thought was the Statue of Liberty scene, like where they're on the street and it's just like the head of the Statue of Liberty falling onto the street, and you can kind of see that from, like we said, from their perspective, and it's like it's so ominous, right?
Yeah.
It's different than like looking at it from the sky and like watching it hit the ground.
Yeah,
it's
I mean,
we kind of don't really.
But if you
feel
can
what
see
they
it
feel.
flying through, and then you look like that's the Statue of Liberty laying in the middle of the street.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
the head.
Yeah,
the head of the statue. It's not small.
No, it's not small.
The head of the Statue of Liberty just got thrown up the street. Yeah, I'm worried.
Yeah, but yeah, that kind of creates like the suspense in the movie, and that's going on to another part that I really like in this movie. It keeps the suspense. Mm-hmm. I think throughout the entire movie, you know, like you don't know what's going to happen,
right? And
people die.
Yeah, that you didn't expect. Like, oh wow, I thought he was important.
Yeah, but yeah, so that is really good. And then just I think sometimes seeing the aftermath of what happens without actually seeing the event, again, kind of creates. I think you were kind of talking about that, Dan. But like that does create some of that suspense, and it makes it really interesting. Where like they walk out and you see, like, oh my God, all this is destroyed.
Because I feel like you're just as confused as they are. So you have all of this tension because you don't know what to expect. Right, you see like, okay, everything around them is being destroyed. People are running away. The army is fighting. They got tanks and stuff, but it doesn't seem to be working. Right. And so then you just kind of just like you're like, are they going to make it? Are they going to get? So it's
it's like them video games. It's like first person, and like you see from here, so like you just feel closer up on the action, especially like them scary ones, like they be popping out of like Resident Evil or something. They be popping out of doors and whatnot. Like I really be scared like when I be playing the game. Like it sends that shock to you. As opposed to if you third person, you can see. Everything basically, like you can even see him hiding behind walls sometimes. Right. They're like, well, he's right there. It takes the suspense out, but it adds that like a genuine fear. Like we know we ain't gonna be hurt, but it's like it adds like that genuine fear as you're watching the movie. Like now I'm like scared for them. Yeah. Because we can't see because it's not like you can look in the screen and look like to the left or whatever. Like we can't see nothing. Yeah. We just see the fire. We see the explosions. We see. I'm guessing that was the tail that knocked the bridge.
It was the tail, yeah.
Yeah, it was the tail.
Yeah, it was the tail.
The Brooklyn Bridge.
Yeah,
a tail.
Tail
destroyed the Brooklyn Bridge.
I know, poor Jason.
Like, whew.
Yeah,
that was.
I had to complain about that scene until Jason died, and then I was like, well, I guess I can't really make that complaint because they all would have died. So, because I was gonna complain, I'm like, dude, man, that like walk and talk on your cell phone. Why are you stopping? And I'm like, I'm mad and stuff. And then like Jason dies, and I'm like, okay,
good call, good call. Real talk, good call. You stand still.
I'm gonna save it for my nitpicks.
Okay. All right.
It's not time to pick nits yet.
Yep.
Okay.
We're not picking any
I'm gonna
nits.
save it. I'm gonna save it.
The nitpicking is for later. For later.
Yeah. So I'm gonna get into some of the stuff I dislike. Not a lot. I most of what I got is nitpicks, so I'm gonna save most of it. So I got two things I wanted to mention. One, at the end of the movie, his girlfriend Beth,
Beth, yeah.
She's like just full on running after she was impaled by some
By
rhubarb.
some rhubarb.
Yeah.
I mean rebar. I said rhubarb.
Rhubarb.
She was impaled by rhubarb. But
Yeah. I guess you're fine.
that's why I don't eat rhubarb. But yeah, she was impaled by some rebar.
Yeah, she went from being gravely injured to not
Yeah,
injured
like,
at
just
all.
all
Because
good.
I was like, I mean,
Yeah.
like, you know, maybe she's still alive. I could accept that, you know, where her injury was, but like, she was just running like,
nothing ever happened.
yeah.
Yeah.
I was like,
Like you're not gonna sell that a little bit?
Yeah,
She
and
probably could
then
have sold that a little bit more.
I mean, we already spoiled some, but spoilers, I guess, if you haven't
This
seen
movie,
Cloverfield.
like,
Come on, it's
15
been
years old.
Yeah,
You ain't seen it, whatever.
that's on you.
But the biggest thing I don't like is all of the characters we're following dies. Like they all die in a movie. Like
I'm going to say my thoughts
Well, I
on
mean,
that.
okay, we gonna say it? We can say it.
Yeah.
I'm
Well,
gonna
no.
say
I
it because
guess
it's
one
part of- for
person
me,
got away.
She did. For me, it's a part of my
Yeah, Lily,
nitpick.
right? Didn't
So I
Lily?
don't want to go into a deep dive because this is a part of my nitpick.
Okay. All right. But I don't know. I think usually I don't mind like what's that one Star Wars movie? Rogue One.
Okay.
Everybody dies in that, but it felt like I don't know. It felt all right.
It's because
there.
it's a Star Wars movie. You know there's going to be another one.
Yeah, I guess so. But in this and watching
Yeah,
this,
we can sacrifice these people. We got another one coming up.
I
Forget them.
know. You know what I think it was? It's because they had you rooting for these people not to die so bad, and they all died. So I guess it's not really bad. It's not bad movie or storytelling. It just felt like it sucked.
I didn't mind that so much. What I didn't like was the guy with the camera was just annoying.
Oh, Hud.
Yeah.
He
Well, yeah,
was
he was
kind of
annoying.
like a dingbat.
Just,
He's
but I
kind of a
mean,
dingbat.
dude, now is not the time. Like y'all running from
Yeah, for, like,
monsters and
anything he was
just
trying to do.
like, why are you still being extra?
He was slobbering over old girl too.
Like she's
right.
like blood is like coming out of her, and he's just like, so. And then what do you say? Like, you know who Superman is? Everybody know who Superman
Yeah,
is. That's
everybody
not
knows who Superman is.
like what is
was a
that?
stupid lie.
You could have said something like an anime or something. That would have been like, oh
Yeah.
hey, she's into that. But
Yeah, I guess like if you said like Goku or something, and I mean, almost
people-
everybody
most
knows
people know
what
who Goku
Dragon Ball Z
is.
is. But even still, it would be like, okay, well, that's more believable than
But
Superman.
I mean,
He's
even
an
not
idiot.
even that. Like, I've never seen an episode of Dragon Ball Z, but I know who that is.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So I'm like, that's not even something. But I don't know. Name what we talk about, Naruto or something like that.
Okay, yeah.
That would have been like, that's something. But you know who Superman is? Everybody know who Superman is. She would have to literally live in a rock to not know who Superman
But
is.
that seems to fit with his character. Yeah, we're
he-
gonna get to some more nitpicks. I think about
He was
that.
just super annoying.
He was annoying, like from beginning to end. Like even like while dude was asking him to do the job that his girlfriend asked him to do, he was pulling it off on him. I'm like, yeah, he's annoying. Even before he took the camera.
Yeah.
Once he took the camera, it like
Yeah.
10 times more he was annoying.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, and like I said, he was like his obsession with old girl was like,
Yeah, I was like, yo, take a hint, man.
Right.
I'm like, dude, it's clearly a no. She does not want to be bothered. She give you all the proper signs, but he just won't let it go.
I kind of feel like one point she was just like, no. And he's still like all up on her over. Like, dude, at this point, I feel like she could call the cops on you. Like, you need to chill out.
Probably could. But yeah, he was definitely annoying.
Yeah.
It was funny at times. At times it was funny, but like if you was actually there dealing with it, none of that was funny.
There were some funny points. But
It was real cringy.
Cringy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, okay, I give you that.
Yeah. Yeah. So, also, I kind of feel like the opening party scene was a little bit too long. Cause you're like, you know, something is happening. And I felt like I didn't need to see their entire party.
yeah, I think they were setting up that whole Beth and Rob thing.
Yeah,
But
I think that was
it went on a little long.
a big deal. I think they were trying to like rock us to sleep a little bit. Like they didn't want to just throw us right into the action. Like, all right, let's get them involved in these people's lives,
Right.
so they kind of forget what kind of movie this is supposed to be.
Right. I mean, I get like I felt like they were trying to get us to care about the characters, which I did. Even though I feel like outside of Lily, I liked her, but everyone else.
Really? Well, yeah, I guess
Lily in the
it is.
beginning was annoying. I did not like Lily at first.
No.
No.
Well, I felt bad for Jason, and I'm like, oh, Jason, I didn't get a chance to get to know you for real.
Yeah, no, we didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We know that he's kind of a douchebag, but I mean, it's like, all right, well, your girlfriend kind of asked you to do this, that, and that.
And he definitely. The problem is, see, if he'd have did the job,
Yeah,
we wouldn't have gotten what's his name, HUD, which, by the way, just dumb.
Yeah, what was that a nickname?
Hudson.
It was
His name's
short for Hudson. But I feel like if your name is Hudson, I'm not about to call you HUD.
His first name is Hudson.
Hudson.
What was his last name? Did we get
I
that?
don't
River? I don't know.
Oh, they live in New York.
I was about to believe her for a second too. I'm like, oh really? Then that caught on. Then I caught on. But okay. But yeah, Hood.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I did want to say one thing that I liked, and I thought was a nice touch, was the last line of the movie. Because before that is like, because the guy taped over his tape that he had of him and the girl. Like, they spent the whole day together.
Mm-hmm.
So throughout the movie, you can see like clips of their day.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And at the end of the movie, she says, I had a good day.
Yeah.
And I was like,
Man,
I thought that was a really nice touch, because honestly, it was the worst day of her life.
Yeah, you so far. Give it time though. It's gonna go left.
Yeah, but I kind of thought that was a good touch to put at the end of the movie.
It was cool. It was cool.
Yeah. Well, I thought the cutting in with worked pretty well, as well. Like,
Yeah, well,
man.
it kind of helped you to appreciate that. You know, the Department of Defense is reviewing this video, so like it's probably not gonna be seamless. So like it's more realistic to be like, oh, there's some parts in here that's not supposed to be in here, or like that got taped over or whatever. Yeah. Like I just feel like it's more realistic like that instead of just a straight through like recording of what happened. Yeah. It's like, okay, that's kind of not believable.
Yeah, and it also built up on that relationship between Rob and Beth. It made you really kind of understand what's going on. We'll get to more about the Rob and Beth, but yeah,
I got some issues with Rob and Beth.
Okay.
Alrighty. Didn't think there was any issues there to have.
Oh, there's some issues I got.
Okay, all right.
She got issues.
There some nits.
Yeah.
All right. We're gonna pick them later.
Yeah. Are we ready for random movie facts?
Well, Dan, you have anything else to mention about what you like and didn't like?
About what I like and didn't like? It wasn't really too much I didn't like about the movie. It was very short.
Yeah.
I
think it was only an hour or something.
It's like an hour 20 or something.
Just a little bit over an hour. So I mean, I guess that's all they really needed as far as what happened. Because I mean, it's just a video of what happened, that kind of like isolated event basically.
Yeah.
That happened in Manhattan. So it's like, okay, I get that. I was okay with everybody dying. Because like I said, it's the government reviewing this video. They recovered the video because they found it, they found it under some rubble or whatever. Mm-hmm. So it's like, obviously, everybody that was in the area, they were still there when the government was like, hey, we about to do the hammer down, we about to throw these bombs. So it's like, I don't expect anybody to be alive after that if they were still there.
Yeah.
But the government was able to recover the video. And in the video, we see why nobody was, there anymore. So that's why I'm okay with everybody dying. And also, I've seen the movie The Gray. Have you ever seen that?
Yes.
No.
Yeah, everybody died in that movie too.
Yeah. It's about wolves.
Yeah. They're like up in Alaska. I think it was.
Yeah.
Liam Neeson. He was like some kind of sharpshooter. He was like protecting them from the wolves and stuff like that.
Everybody dies?
Yeah, everybody dies.
Spoilers for The Gray.
Yeah. You've never seen The Gray? Everybody dies. But, yeah.
Well, I don't want to watch that now.
No.
I mean, it's a cool movie. It's actually a cool movie. You should check it out. Like, honestly, I recommend you check it out.
Now I know they don't survive.
That's fine. That's not a problem. You still need to see how the movie goes. But yeah, as far as things I didn't like about the movie, it's not really too much I didn't like about the movie, honestly. HUD was annoying, but I feel like his character was meant to be annoying. So I'm like, okay, that's fine. It was a little bit overmuch in certain areas. I didn't like, what's her name? She was like trapped in Beth. Yeah, she was the one, because she had left. I guess she had an argument with Rob.
And she left.
and she left and went back to her apartment with, I forgot her dude's name,
Travis.
Jerry. Yeah,
Well, I guess
Travis,
he's
okay.
just dead.
No, he's not dead.
Wait, he just left?
Yeah, so he went home off the island of Manhattan. So he survived. He was
okay.
not in New York at all.
Oh, okay.
He was cool.
Okay, well, yeah,
Well, okay.
I missed that part.
Wow, I thought he was like at her apartment and
No.
he was crushed by a wall.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I'm like, and then they just didn't feel like mentioning
No,
it.
it was
so.
mentioned in like the DVD commentary. Travis didn't go back to her place with her.
Okay, I remember Rob said, "Good luck tonight, Travis." Like
Well, yeah.
something like that when he
Yeah,
bounced.
he did because he was being very petty.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I remember that. I don't know if that had anything to do with it or not. But yeah, she was like, she's trapped in her apartment, and it's like, okay, you're not with this girl. She
See,
has her
can
own
we say
boyfriend.
this conversation?
Oh, okay,
We'll
all right.
talk about it in the
This
pits.
is
Okay,
what I'm
all
saying. Like,
right.
I keep saying I want to say this conversation because it just
Okay, yeah, I'll say that. I'll say that. But yeah, that's it for me.
okay.
All right. Well, random movie facts.
Okay, so I don't have a lot, but what was interesting?
Random. That's our new movie fact.
Movie facts.
Facts.
Okay, so I don't have a ton, but what was interesting about this movie was how they did their promotion. So the first trailer came out before the Transformers movie, and all they show was like a clip of the party, the explosion in New York, and the Statue of Liberty head being thrown into the street.
Oh yeah, and there was no title.
And
They
there was
didn't-
no
they didn't give a
title, nothing.
Yeah,
It was just
I
like
remember
a
that.
movie from J.J. Abrams, and that was it. And so, this is like 2007 now. So, like you can just go to Google and figure out what's happening, and all the stuff will be online.
Right.
And so it was like, it kind of built hype up for this movie where people created like a blog page to like post all of their theories on what's going to happen.
Dope.
The studio created a website for 1808, that's the day the movie came out, where they would post pictures of Rob's party and also give clues about what the muster is. All the characters in the story had MySpace pages. Just before Facebook.
MySpace.
Wow.
I remember when my
That's
friends had
taking it back.
MySpace pages.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a MySpace page.
Yeah.
I probably still have one if they still have the website.
No, they're completely
They're
gone.
completely gone.
gone?
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
I think it's
it's gone.
completely gone. So yeah, so all the characters had MySpace pages, which was being updated as if these characters had lives. And then the last day they updated, 1808, which is the day the movie came out, which I thought was also a nice touch. Because it's just like, they're all
Yeah,
dead.
they're all dead now.
Yeah. Yeah, it just made me sad again.
You didn't know them.
But but also, interesting fact about the Statue of Liberty head, they actually made it bigger for the movie. Because in the trailer, people thought it looked too small, even though it was the actual size. Mm-hmm. Because apparently, it's really not that big. It's like 10 by 17 or something.
Huh.
So they actually doubled the size because people
No, that's still
felt
big.
like
That's still
I'm like
pretty big.
10 feet by 17 feet.
something like that.
That's big.
I guess in the middle of the street.
Yeah, for a
doesn't look that
head, I mean, yeah, in the middle of the street, it's like, okay. But if it's coming at you, it's big.
Well, yes. I mean, I don't want to get hit by a 10-foot rock, but
Me neither. Big enough
people
for me.
thought it looked too small, so they actually just made it bigger in the movie.
Okay.
Okay.
I feel that.
Yeah.
Dramatic effect.
Yeah. So actually, the monster is actually an infant.
What?
It's a baby.
Yep.
What?
What about the little babies that fell off of it?
Yeah, what
Those
was
were
that?
like parasites or something.
Oh.
Ew. Wait, so it's like
it's a dirty little baby?
So it's like ticks.
I don't know.
And the
There was
ticks
like a
killing
whole
people.
internet thing about it. I didn't watch the whole YouTube video. I'm sorry. There was a whole thing about it.
So it's a baby. So where are the parents?
I don't know.
Yeah, that's a baby then. Oof.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's like, it's huge.
Yes.
Like the parents got to be the size of Manhattan then. If that thing is the baby. Good God.
Yeah.
I don't want to live in that world.
We don't have to.
Yeah. So, at the end, when you see Beth and Rob at Coney Island, you actually can see something falling from the sky into the water.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't notice that.
Yeah. You got to be looking for it.
Yeah, because I had seen that too. So that when it played, I was looking for it. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, okay.
Something fell in the water when they were there.
Yeah.
Some unknown.
Yeah. So I think
Object.
Abrams said it was a satellite. I think he said it was. Yeah.
It's like, what knocked this
So
satellite out of
today
the
was
sky?
a good day. And then it ended up in your death.
3 weeks later.
That
was
means
fine.
that day wasn't a good day.
It was. She just didn't know 3 weeks later she'd be dead. So the movie is finally going to get a direct sequel. So not 10 Cloverfield Lane. Yes, like there will be a sequel to this movie and not like the sidestepping sequels we had.
So did they give any hints as to what direction they're going to go in with this sequel?
I guess we're going to see the giant parents.
It-
That's not gonna be interesting.
They did say it won't be like the point of view kind of like we had before. It won't be that.
Okay.
That's all I know.
It is kind of like a one-time thing. Like
You can't.
don't have
yeah,
to
you
have
can't do
3
it again.
straight movies
Yeah,
with.
no, you can't do that again.
It's
It was
like,
like
it's
it
been
was
done.
cool the first time.
Yeah.
But we don't need to see.
Yeah,
it
I don't
again.
need to keep seeing
I
it.
don't know. I wouldn't mind. I don't know, maybe not Cloverfield, but I wouldn't mind seeing another POV movie.
I don't know. I mean, we haven't done it in quite a while.
It depends what kind of movie.
Well, didn't
it
they
is.
do that one? It was like some kind of Daredevil type guy. What was it?
Chronicles. I think. Was it called Chronicles?
No, it was like a guy that did a bunch of like crazy stuff,
Yes.
but it was also one shot.
Are you telling me that the movie wasn't called Chronicles?
I don't think so. I don't know.
I don't know.
No,
what you're talking about.
the guy's name was definitely in the title. I thought.
Whatever. Who cares? But I know what movie you're talking about. All right.
All right.
Nitpicks.
Okay. Time for nitpicks. All right.
I'm gonna save them for last.
All right. My first nitpick. HUD just immediately tells the entire world about Rob and Beth
Yes.
in the party.
Like,
Yes.
how old
Like-
are you? And why
Like,
would these people
literally,
care?
They literally just said, she said, don't tell anybody.
I was like, bruh, Lily
He
told them.
immediately
And
goes,
then he's just like, hey, did you know Rob and
Yeah.
Beth slept together? Hey, you,
Right.
did you
Right.
know?
Then he told, okay, I'm like, why would you even tell her?
Why are you?
Right. And then, like,
She
why
said she
would
barely
they,
knows Rob.
Right. Why would they even care?
Right. I mean, I think everybody's into some juicy gossip. You know what I'm saying? As long as you give it to them.
Yeah,
But
I mean,
not like
there
not
was-
like a child who comes up to you to tell you, like, did you know? Like, what is this? How old are you?
There was
You
no
tap the
restraint there at all.
Like, yeah, there was none. Like,
he
he
just
didn't.
spread their business.
It's not like they had to pry it out of him.
To
Like, he
everybody.
just threw it out there.
They looking like, is this? I just felt like they was looking like, I don't need to know this right now.
Right.
And then what difference does it make? Because Rob was moving to Japan.
Right.
Yeah.
Just, ugh.
So, and then before the alien attack, why was he continuing to record just inappropriate stuff?
Yeah, he recorded literally
like, what are
everything.
you
Even when
recording?
they was like, okay, we're not on camera. He didn't turn the camera off.
Yeah.
He just lowered it and kept recording.
It didn't make any sense.
like, this dude
like,
is,
you
like,
were
really
supposed
a
to be
jerk.
recording people say, like, nice messages to Rob.
Mm-hmm.
And you started recording, like, random
Yeah,
stuff.
everything. He recorded Rob and Beth in the hall or in the back
Yeah.
out wherever they
Yeah.
was doing their little argument or whatever.
Like, dude's a creep.
Yeah, like big time.
Yeah.
I hope I don't have any friends like that have not revealed themselves yet.
Dude, that's just going to immediately turn around and be like, hey, guess what?
Guess what happened? Yeah, like I don't need that, man.
I was like, bruh, I already mentioned for him to keep walking on the bridge, but then, like, I actually, that was a dislike until they
the
lived. So I was like, well, yeah,
In
well,
retrospect, I guess
But
that was a bad idea.
I have issues. Like, Rob didn't really seem all that broken up that his brother just got squished.
yeah. I was like, yo, your brother's dead, though.
But he's like, but what about
He
Beth?
was more concerned about Beth.
But I'm like, but your
I'm like,
brother.
the girl that you not even with that has her own boyfriend,
That's what
that
I'm
y'all
like.
just had this little argument and now
My thing is, like, y'all weren't dating for real.
yeah,
Yeah, they weren't even dating.
y'all just
That's-
clapped at one time. I'm guessing it was just the one time.
It was. Okay. So, but that's what I said. We're gonna table that because that's my biggest nitpick.
Okay. Why were people looting?
Why do people
I do
loot?
not know. I think any opportunity you give people to loot, they're like, I'm gonna just do it just for the heck of it. It's like,
Aliens
where
are
you
attacking.
where
I
you gonna
can't
go?
run with all this
Like, it's
stuff.
like how you
Right.
gonna run with a TV? Like, they like, you need to get off this island. They's like, but let me grab this first though. Like, why are you wasting time?
Yeah, I'm like, dude, what is your plan after you get this loot? Like, what are you gonna do with it now? If I'm gonna loot anything, I'm looking for some weapons. So I
Or
can
it's like something
shoot
you
these
need.
parasites
Like,
or something.
Rob went in to get stuff for the phone. Like, all right, fine.
Yeah, that's fine.
You know, but like, yeah, you just like, I want this TV. Okay, all right, and you die 2 seconds later because I'm pretty sure they weren't letting you on the military helicopter with the TV.
No,
Exactly.
Like, yeah, bring all that stolen contraband that you have on here. Yeah, we welcome that. Like, it's survival at this point.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Travel light. As light as possible.
Yeah, if a bomb goes off and there's a bunch of, like, we saw it on the news, a bunch of creepy alien things running around and stuff.
Yeah. Let me get to my local electronics store and get.
I'm not going to steal stuff.
Like,
My
for what,
priority
dude?
would be getting out.
getting the heck out of Manhattan, like dude said. Like, we got to get out of Manhattan now.
Yeah.
And that should have been it.
Yeah.
I would have been out of New York. I would have been in Florida.
Yeah, I'm like, I wouldn't even
Florida's
live in
the
New York.
worst place, and I would have been
I
there.
wouldn't even live in New York. Like, you know how much happens in New York? I don't want to live here. Aliens attack New York. Whenever there's a superhero, they always tear down Manhattan or the buildings and stuff. It's just not a good place to live.
That's why we live in Ohio.
Nothing happens here.
Yeah, yeah.
Nothing happens. People come here from New York. Like, hey, man, they doing too much up there. I'm coming to Ohio.
Nothing happens here.
Right.
Okay. It gets cold, our electricity don't turn off.
Nope, we ready for it.
It gets hot, our electricity still doesn't turn off.
Because we ready for that too.
It rains, it doesn't really flood.
Yeah, not really. I mean, it might get your socks wet, but you can't swim in it.
We're good. It might drop a load of snow here and there.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Right.
For days at a time, that's fine. We're ready for it again.
Yeah,
We done went to the grocery store because we heard about the storm coming.
Well,
so
you
we
already
done-
know, like, I'm about to be in the house for 2 days.
Right,
It's cool.
so we stacked up the fridge. We good. We just watched the snow come out. Whatever. I got my soups and my candies and whatnot.
It pays to live in boring places.
Sometimes
does.
it does.
It does. So, take that as a note, America.
But yeah, that was it on my nitpicks.
Okay. Did Derek join us?
Yes.
All
right.
How's it going?
Hello. We're nitpicking
What's
the
up,
movie.
everybody?
Oh, we forgot our intro. Pick some nits.
Pick some nets. I threw that in. I just added that in.
There we go.
All right.
New.
Now we gotta move that. That's gotta be intro. I'm not editing. It's fine.
That's so ridiculous. Okay. So, why did Marlena stay with them? Right. She already said she barely knew Rob. Right. Now Rob was about to go on this dummy mission. You ain't know these people. I'd be like, I'm out.
Yeah, right.
Maybe she didn't want to run by herself.
I get that, but
Honestly,
when you about to
I'd
get
take
me
my
killed
chances.
for real,
Yeah,
I'm out.
I'm taking my chances by myself.
No, she knew. No, she didn't know Beth. No,
She knew
didn't-
Lily.
She knew Lily. Yeah, she came there for Lily. I think that's what she said.
She said, like, I was just here to say hi to her or something.
Yeah, just to say hi to Lily. That's it.
So,
So Beth and Rob, no. Definitely not Hood.
definitely, right? And that creeper dude, I'd have been out.
Yeah.
I'd have been out
I'll
for
bring
real.
up.
Yep.
Easy.
Yeah.
Like, I'm
Yeah.
about to catch this chopper and I hope the best for y'all, but I'm about to go hop on this chopper and I'm
Well, they
off.
didn't even know about the chopper. Man.
But, you knew we need to get out of Manhattan.
Yeah.
Well, I think at first because they were going across the bridge, right? They were leaving. Why did he turn? Oh, because he got the phone call. Yeah, okay. So they were leaving. I think because
So at that point, I'm with her. But when he said, I'm about to go further into the city, I'd have been like, I'm going to make my exit.
Yeah, I'm like, all right, you go ahead. I won't be there.
Nope.
I'm cool.
and then she blew up.
Yeah.
What
Exploded.
exactly
Yeah.
happened there?
So I kind of like that. I meant to mention that when we were talking about our likes and whatnot. It's like they don't really explain it, but it was like you could tell, like, oh, we have another bite. So you knew, like, getting bit by that thing does something.
Was, like,
But they
fatal.
never. But you don't really know.
Oh, I don't expect her to explode.
Yeah. So like, if
think
you
anybody
like,
expected
if
that.
you would like slow it down, you see like it like her stomach expanded and then just boom.
Yeah.
And because, like, remember when that soldier came by on the stretcher, he was missing his inside.
Yeah. It was, yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know why getting bitten by that thing does it to you. But
Yeah, see, we need a direct sequel because they need to explain some of this.
Yeah.
I need you
Maybe
to tell me
that's what
what's
they're
going
gonna do
on.
in this sequel. They're gonna
maybe
explain what's going on.
maybe we can see it from the point of view of like the government or something.
Possibly.
Because they wiped out New York, so that's
Yeah.
not the city.
They
anymore.
destroyed Manhattan.
Yeah. So
Like completely.
Man, that was messed up. I remember the first time I saw this movie, I was extremely surprised by that.
What?
When she blew up, I was like,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Nobody expected that. She went behind that little curtain and saw that
when she
silhouette.
started like bleeding from the eyes, I was
Yeah.
like,
I'm like, yeah, she ain't gonna make it, y'all. Y'all might want to just ditch her.
but I have issue with like, how can they like? I know it wouldn't have mattered, but they didn't give her no first aid or nothing. Okay, so they go into the little break room, and I'm like, y'all about to apply some first aid to this girl's wounds, right?
I mean, what they gonna do though?
Because, okay, you don't know she's getting ready to explode like a thing from Alien.
I mean, yeah, but even with her other symptoms, it's like, what are you gonna do? She's bleeding from the eyes. What are you gonna do?
Before then, after they got out of the subway.
Yeah, her friends should have mentioned, hey, she needs medical attention.
Exactly,
they
right?
didn't mention that.
So they find...
Rob is just sitting here talking about getting to Beth. She needs immediate medical attention.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
But I'm saying, like...
That was my problem with him. Like, nothing else mattered.
That's
Once he got that phone call,
man.
Yeah, so that's
nothing
what I'm
else
saying.
mattered.
But okay, so right, they find a break room with all the stuff. They didn't grab no supplies, right? They don't know that they're gonna run into the soldiers when they leave this room.
Right.
So I don't know. You grab some weapons, a flashlight, maybe some clothes, and how about get this girl a first aid kit, to put some antiseptic on that wound and some pressure on it. Like, you don't know she getting ready to bleed from the eyes for real.
Right,
but
right. I forgot she wasn't bleeding yet.
I don't know. I'm just like, y'all not about to give this girl no first aid? Just, it make no
How old
sense.
were they?
Like,
you might know.
Mid-20s?
Mid-20s,
Yeah.
So still a little foolish then.
Not foolish enough
Probably
not to
still a
put a
little foolish.
Band-Aid
Yeah,
on someone
yeah.
with golf ball-sized holes in her back.
You know what? Once old boy started spilling the beans about Beth and Rob and like some of their reactions, I was like, yeah, they definitely are young and immature. So I feel like that just wasn't on their mind.
Okay. And then, I also took issue, again, dude took the time out to hit on her. I'm like, dude, she's, bleeding right now. She just got ripped up by an alien monster.
Like,
And
you
hitting
Saving
on
your
her.
life.
Yeah.
She died because she saved.
Saving your life because you was busy screaming, not doing anything. She came in there fighting like a G.
Right.
I'm mad she's dead. I'm mad she died.
That's what I'm
Because of
saying.
that.
She should have made her exit, messing with this stupid crew of friends.
It was just she didn't deserve to die.
I guess you're right. She didn't.
Yeah, just
What's a horrible death?
That was a horrible death. Like, that ain't no way to die, dude.
That was really bad.
Yeah, that was rough. Yeah. But like I said, they took her behind that curtain. Nobody in the theater expected.
nah. They're
to
like, we got another
explode.
bite here. You're like, and they grabbing her, like, oh no. I'm like, well, what's going
No,
on?
else she's gonna turn into an alien.
Or something. I didn't know she was going to explode.
Exploded.
That's messed up.
Like, that's crazy.
Yeah. So, you know what, Dan, I think you had a point about them being stupid and immature. Because, okay, they in the subway tunnel and they see all these rats running. To me,
Start running.
you start running.
Start
Yeah.
running.
Yep.
Like,
That's-
why are you not running?
That's common sense. If you see anything, whether it be a human or an
Any
animal,
animal.
running from something,
Yeah,
Yeah.
especially
Run
when
from
it's
it.
all of them. Like
yeah,
they're all running.
of them.
Yeah.
Like, run. You
Yeah.
run too. We'll find out what they was running from
If
later.
you're somewhere and you see a whole flock of birds leave a tree and fly away,
Yeah, like abruptly.
out,
Like, I'm going the other way.
out. Just go, go.
I don't care if it was a squirrel. I'll find out later. But I'm not going to find out firsthand. Like, oh, let's see what they're
It's like,
running
oh
from.
man, they're running.
Why?
They're all running in the same direction. Yeah.
Yeah.
Start running in the same direction.
I'm like, the direction you guys were walking in, you might want to start running.
Now
in
we
that
better turn
direction.
around. That's
Yeah.
our sign. Turn around.
Just,
But, I mean,
ridiculous.
no, I can't say that. But, yeah. You know how it goes.
yep. Yeah, just dumb. Okay. Now we can talk about this conversation I've been putting on hold. But they survive if they don't all follow Rob and his stupid plan to save Beth.
Yeah, they would have gotten to
they
the
would've.
helicopters on time and
Yeah.
been out.
Yeah, and then it doesn't make any sense. First of all, you slept with her once. 3 weeks ago, you never called her back. She came to your party with another dude, and you was moving to Japan, so you weren't even thinking about her twice. But now you need to track across the city to go save her.
Yeah, see, when you put it like that, while I was watching the movie, I was thinking of it in the lines. I was putting my wife in that place,
Yes.
and then I was like, I would have to go, and I'm like, because if I don't, because when we got the call that a wall fell on her, I'm like, dude, she's dead. But I would have to try and go, because then I'm like, then I'm gonna have to live the rest of my life like.
Wish she just made it.
Like, could I have saved her or something, you know? But when you
that's
put it
your
like that,
wife, though.
she's not in the
that's-
same position.
Yeah, that's your wife.
Yeah.
This is not that.
Yeah, and that was like at first, like I've seen this movie before, but I didn't remember. I was like, this is why they don't make it. I didn't remember that part of the story, and it kind of made me mad because I'm like, this is dumb. Because like you said, like, and I was kind of on the fence, like, well, I see you wanting to go save your spouse or whatever, but they weren't even dating.
No.
She wasn't like, an ex or whatever. You slept with her once, spent it a day with her, and then you never called her
Yeah,
back.
man, dude, that's still lust at this point.
And then it was like, it was 3 weeks ago. So like, dude, no.
Yeah.
No. That's
not enough to make me go back into a city that's being overtaken by some large alien.
Yeah.
It's like, that's not enough for me.
Absolutely not. Like, she wasn't your girlfriend, your fiance, your wife. Like,
Nope.
I get, right? Your wife, you try to save her.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
You
got to.
like you have to. Like, I get that. I get that desire, but this didn't make any sense. And I'm sorry, but like, especially like Lily and them, like, I just watched Lily's fiance get crushed by an alien on a bridge. Rob, you on your own, bro.
Yep.
Yeah.
You on your own. That's crazy.
Agreed.
Yeah.
They all died. Well, she made it. I'm convinced she made it.
Yeah,
Yeah, Lily made it.
Lily
No, her
made
helicopter was
Yeah, her
gone.
helicopter
Yeah, no,
gone.
her
Yeah,
helicopter
she-
was
she-
gone.
her
So I'm
helicopter was
convinced
gone.
she made it, but
Yeah.
like, dude, just that didn't make any sense.
Ah, man, you know what line was kind of ominous from what's her name? Oh, girl that blew up.
Marlene,
oh, Marlene.
Marlena,
Marlene.
yeah.
When they met her out in the street and she was like, it's just eating everything. Now that you say it's a baby, it makes a lot of sense. But it was just like, hey, look at this. Now, like, I see the movie from a different perspective. No, I'm not sorry for the alien.
No.
No. But I like the actions of the alien. It's just up here like, hey, look at all these things.
Yeah, basically.
You know?
I get it. But it's huge, so we don't look at it as a baby.
Yeah.
It's a threat.
Man. But yeah, Rob, that whole deal. And I like when they get to her apartment, I'm like, she better be alive. Because she's dead.
I was thinking that too. Like, I'm like,
Yeah, that's what I'm like. She's pinned down. She can't move. It's like, y'all not together. We don't even know if we get there, if she's going to be alive. So it's really not worth the risk at the end of the day. No.
right? I'm like, you had to hop across a building roof and all of this, and I don't get that. I'm like, so she
Go
dead?
up like 42 flights of stairs.
Yes, that was a lot of stairs.
Just.
I don't know why they tried the elevator like it was going.
First of
like,
all,
really?
why would you want to get in that elevator?
there's
even
a
if the elevator
building
was still
leading
moving.
on this building,
Like, nah.
Why would I? I'm
you're
like,
asking to die.
Right.
you know what? You're right. They're a dumb group of people.
They're
I don't know what
idiots,
he
yes.
did for a living for him to be promoted to be going to Japan or
Going to Japan.
whatever.
Well, apparently America wanted to get rid of him. Like, yeah, get this guy out of here.
But they're a dumb group of people.
Yeah, they're idiots, man. I'm like, okay. I would have never known about that because I would have never went with him. So.
After
No.
Jason died, I would.
I know I wouldn't.
Yeah, no, man, we're going.
I mean, like, that should have been right there. Like, we cannot take this risk.
Yeah.
It just didn't
it's
make
way
any
too
sense.
risky. It was way too risky. I actually told my wife, I was like, if I was trapped, to just go.
Yeah, if I'm in that situation,
I was like, just go. I'm dead.
Like, just
You know?
let me go. It ain't worth y'all coming
I
to
mean,
get me.
like-
I'm gonna try to get myself out. If I can't, then that's on
But
me.
wouldn't it have been better? Because at that point, like you said, right, they weren't going to blow up the city yet. I don't know. You find someone to say, hey, I know a person trapped in this building here, and get someone to try to get her out.
Yeah.
That would have made more sense for you to go deeper into the city that's under attack.
Yeah, by yourself, not knowing, you really obviously have no idea what you're doing.
Yeah.
So when we get there, like, what are we gonna do? No plan.
No plan. Because again, no one applied first aid.
Yeah, they just picked her up.
Picked
Started
her up.
walking.
I'm like,
She's bleeding profusely from
first
being
of all,
impaled
I'm like,
by Reebok.
you probably shouldn't have took her off of that thing.
Yeah, actually,
Yeah, it's like you
medically,
really
You
don't
just-
know. Like, just
when
leave it
someone
in, yo.
has been stabbed or
You leave it in.
you leave it in unless you can close the wound. Otherwise,
Yeah,
they
now it's
might
just an
bleed
open
to
wound
death.
and they can bleed out.
Yeah.
Like, this is an exit.
Yeah.
You just created an exit by pulling it out.
And also now infection.
Yeah.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah.
That too.
Just, I was just like, oh, well, that was a bad idea. You just killed her.
Right, basically. So yeah, obviously these like kids were not thinking at all.
No, they weren't a smart group of people.
I guess it's not interesting if they just went and got on a helicopter and got away.
Well, but see, but wouldn't have, I felt like we could have took out this love story. And I mean, think about it. If this was just them trying to leave the city, and then for whatever various reasons, you know, they just didn't make it out in time. It's still the same movie
Yeah,
without the stupidness of me trying to save this girl that I knew once.
That's the only significance that the love story plays. That's the only motivation he'd have to go back and try to
He
find her.
went way too far for somebody that he hooked up
Like
with
a one-hitter quitter. Like,
One time.
come on,
3
man.
weeks ago.
Yeah.
Was it that good? I doubt it.
That he went way too far. That's
Yeah.
And not that like I don't care if anyone dies. It's just like I don't know. At times of peril, you've got to weigh importance.
Yeah, like you said, is it worth it?
Yeah.
It's not. If you can't get yourself out, then let's kill 5 more people trying to get you out.
Right. Yeah. And
It's-
then like you said, like I get like they were friends beforehand, but then, I feel like, did you really love her for real? Because you didn't call her back.
Yeah.
Right. If you had such a
Right.
great time with her, why didn't you call her?
Right.
Yeah.
Right. If she had such a good time with you, why did she show up to your party with another man?
Right.
Yeah, that I didn't understand that aspect
Right.
of it.
Right. If
either.
she was
I
so
feel
great
like,
and meant so much to you, why were you moving away?
I feel like it went from one side of the spectrum all the way to the other. It was just like it was like this not a real serious relationship to like this is a serious
She's
relationship.
my everything now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now?
Wow. You weren't thinking twice about her. Like a week from now, you guys will be thousands of miles apart.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
now
I mean, me personally, I wouldn't be thinking about saving her.
no, I wouldn't. Like she wouldn't even have come up in my mind. Like honestly, I'm like, oh, we gotta get out of man.
I'm like, I hope everybody got out. Honestly, at that point, you get out, and then you hope that all of your loved ones were able to get out.
Yeah, hopefully you're not gonna go back through the city and individually look for all the loved ones that
No,
are not
you-
currently with you.
Yeah.
at the
You
time.
call them like, look, this is where I'm gonna be. Meet me here.
Yeah, it's like you got a head on your shoulders. Get out of Manhattan.
And honestly, it doesn't. Then you're like, you go back in, then you're all in the same position.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You know.
Kill 5 people to save one, and then you didn't even save that one. So
Yeah.
Yeah. Then I mean, it was even dumb. I mean, you didn't save her anyway. What a waste of time.
yeah, everybody dies.
Yeah, so that kind of
It was a waste of time. It's like you could have lived.
Yeah, she probably would not have.
She was,
Obviously,
because
she was
she was by herself, so
Yeah.
she was stuck.
but y'all would have made it to the helicopter. Y'all would have got out. Y'all would have been sad, but you would have moved on after that.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Alrighty. Well, I got some best lines.
Do you?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right,
Okay.
so when they were going into the store where everybody was looting, the HUD was like, Rob, the store's closed, man.
Like, yeah, because that matters. Oh, yeah, you're right. They open at 9. All right, we'll come back in the morning, guys.
And when they're in the alley and Rob is like, I'm going to go save Beth. And he's like, one of us is going to have to tackle you.
One of them should have.
That's going to be real uncomfortable. So, like, while he's an idiot, like, I do.
Yeah, he
appreciate
provided
it.
some laughs. I'll give him that. But he, like I said, if you were there, it wouldn't have been funny. But like for us watching it, like it was funny. But yeah, he was definitely an idiot.
All right, we're going to rate the movie.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Man, I didn't even think about a rating until just now. And
Yeah, I didn't either. Actually.
Okay.
I'm gonna say I'd pay for that. I didn't really like dislike anything about the movie, you know, like. So I would say that, yeah.
Well, I mean, I remember when I saw the movie in theaters, and like obviously we did pay for it, and I really liked the movie. So like and watching it now, I'm like, well, I mean, ain't nothing really changed.
Yeah.
About my opinion. So yeah, I'd pay for that too.
Okay.
I'm going with Watch by Folding Clothes. Not because there's something about it I dislike. I just feel like it's a good movie, but I like it's not like a great movie. You know what I mean? And I just feel like if I pay for that, just something like I really really enjoyed it. I'm like, this movie is cool, but it's not.
Like, I don't know. I guess I was thinking, like, if I had bought it on DVD or something, I wouldn't have been mad for buying it.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. But this whole Rob and Beth thing does kind of. When I was watching it this morning, I was just like, wait, this is why? Like, see, it's been so I blanked that part of the plot out. And then when I realized, I was like, Hold up. So it just kind of made me angry like the rest of the movie, and I still had like another 45 minutes to go.
Well, like when I first watched the movie, I did not pay that much attention to that. Like, I didn't think about the fact like, why are you going after this girl again? I'm like, oh, okay, this is a lot of movie. This is going to be good. That's all I was thinking at that time. But like, yeah, no, watching it now, I was like, so this is why you got all your friends killed? Cause
yeah, I thought that like they just couldn't make it out, but like, oh no, they all died for nothing.
yeah, sheer stupidity.
Except for Lily.
Yeah,
except for Lily.
But it's great because she's the only one I liked.
Yeah, good for her. Good for you, Lily. Shout out to Lily.
I just felt bad for Marlene. Like, girl, you should have just left him.
Probably should have.
Because she's like, I shouldn't even be here. And I was like, no, you shouldn't have.
You definitely shouldn't. You don't even know.
Nope. Don't even know these people.
Yeah, she could have been running with her friends. I don't know if she would have died anyway, but still.
No,
that's why I'm mad that she
would have
died.
been. Well, yeah, you don't know. She might have got hit by debris or something.
True that.
Or she could have made it to the helicopter and been in New Jersey.
Oh,
Safe.
Again, I want to Florida.
Well, you got to get to New Jersey
Mexico.
first.
I don't know, South America. I want to be as far away from New York as possible. All right. Derek, did you have a rating?
Yes, I would say watch while folding clothes.
Oh, we are at an impasse.
We are at a deadlock.
What did Taylor think?
She didn't watch it with me.
Has she ever seen it?
Yeah, but like I don't know, like she didn't talk about it as much, so I don't know like her standing on it.
Was she?
I mean, I think she likes the movie.
Okay.
You're gonna have to flip a coin.
This is
This is incredibly scientific and accurate. So, okay, hold on. Let's see.
Do you have like a coin flipping app on your phone?
Flip a coin. You can ask Google to flip a coin for you.
Oh,
Really?
I've never done that.
I have not either. Didn't even know it was possible.
Yep. Is it doing it? Flip a coin?
No.
I don't know what it's doing. Flip a coin, Google.
It's not flipping a coin, apparently.
Apparently, it's not. Anybody have a coin on them?
Okay, so let's give it. I'll pay for that, I guess.
Just call it. I pay for that.
Yeah, because you guys.
Ooh, I have.
I'm okay.
Oh wait, there's a coin.
It's a dime though.
That's fine.
It's a coin.
Does that work? Okay.
I mean, no one flips dimes, but
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're too light. So what are we doing?
Heads is I pay for that.
tails is
Folding clothes.
Yep.
Yeah. All right, here we
Alright.
go. Here goes
Here
the
we
rating.
go.
Here we go. Yep.
No, I
You
can't see
guys
it.
heard that flip? Wait, where'd it go?
It's underneath the laptop, I think. Like right underneath it.
Oh yeah, there it goes.
It is.
What is it? It's heads.
So it's
All right.
What? I pay for that?
Yeah, and Google flipped
okay.
a coin too
Oh,
after
finally.
5 minutes.
Google got tails though.
Tails on Google. So now we are at an
Still in
impasse
a deadlock.
No, we'll rate it as I pay for that. If you're new to 3D Rivals and you don't know what our ratings are, that is our second highest rating. So it's like a 4 out of 5. So yeah, if you haven't seen Cloverfield, you should check it out. It won't be a waste of your time. It'll be pretty good.
I don't think so. I'm sure you'll like it.
Yeah. With that being said, if you want to leave a comment and let us know what you thought about Cloverfield, would you go save a person that you slept with 3 weeks ago and you
One
weren't
night
dating
stand.
and you had no romantic interest in at all? Let us know. Also, leave a like and subscribe if you're listening to this in podcast form. Leave a rating and review. We would definitely appreciate that. That
Certainly.
being said, thanks for listening and watching. Peace out.